Who is in class? You're welcome to Bedpreneur Academy Prep class. If you're here already, remind your friend to join this platform. We're happy to have you here. Can you hear me? How many of us can hear me? If you can hear me, give me a heart. I'm not going to be long on this webinar. I am going to take maximum of 20 minutes, and it's going to be very, very impactful. Let me start by introducing myself to you. Some of you haven't met me before, and some of you already know me. If you already know me, wave. Just give me a thumbs up. My name is Chef Liana. I am a multiple award-winning pastry chef. I reside in Lagos, and I have been in the industry actively for 23 years. I'm a pastry chef, a consultant, a trainer, and a restaurateur. So I've been around in food space since 2003, August 2003. Bakepreneur is actually an anniversary program for me. 23 solid years, and I feel it's time to give back. I'm happy you're in class. Now that you know me, you know what I do. Please look for me on Instagram at Happenings Cakes and at Lucky Caterers, and give me a follow. I promise I'll follow you back. And if you're seeing this and you are not following me on Instagram, on TikTok, Chef Liana, please follow me. Because going forward, you'll be seeing more of me, more of my teachings. We will have a swell time together as I, building up to this class and thereafter. You're welcome to Bakepreneur Academy Prep class. Let's get into today's class. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever followed a recipe word for word, but the outcome is not same as you saw, or the outcome is not as good as the one you were taught? Have you ever tried to copy something, but at the end of the day, it did not give you what you want? You watch another video, you try another recipe, you buy another ingredient, but you still don't get the results you desire. The problem may not be that you need more recipe or you need more classes. It may just be that you need to understand what you're doing exactly. I tell people the difference between master bakers and others is the fact that master bakers know what went wrong at what point and what to correct. Now, being a professional is not about not making mistakes. It's about knowing enough to correct your mistake before it becomes obvious. Do you understand the difference? The problem of unexpected outcome or inconsistent outcome does not end with your cakes alone. Okay? As a baker, you see inconsistency in different other forms. Say inconsistent products, inconsistent output, inconsistent pricing, inconsistent customers, inconsistent income, inconsistent cash flow. When anything is inconsistent, the bottom line, the result it gives, the feeling it leaves you with is the feeling of, I don't know what to do. I don't know what the outcome will be. I don't know what to expect. It gives birth to this feeling of, how do I put it? Incompetence. Yes, that's the word I was looking for. It gives you this nudge in your mind that tells you, oh, I'm not enough. I am incompetent. The feeling of incompetence might not start or end with only your product or income, or it's generally the same. When you feel incompetent, you can be very skillful and still feel incompetent. You can be very knowledgeable and still feel very incompetent. A common problem in our everyday baking is what I'm going to be illustrating with today. Let me ask you this question. If I give you a red velvet cake, you're trying to, or if you lie and I catch you, if you lie, I know this has happened to you before, and that's why I'm bringing it up. You bake the red velvet cake, and then it separates. The top is red, and the bottom is brown, it's chocolatey. What will you say the diagnosis is? What's the problem with it? I'm listening. Oh yeah, drop the comment. Go to the comment and type, what is the diagnosis for that problem? It's a common problem. I'll give you another problem shortly. But since we are learning, let's learn with something that is very common. Okay, I'm seeing your responses, and it's actually very funny. I'm seeing I'm seeing your responses and it's funny. But yeah, okay. Heat, you are very correct. The first thing I will ask you, the first question I will ask you will be how hot was your oven, the temperature at which you're baking. Now, if you're baking with a convection oven or you're baking with a deck oven or the house kind, domestic kind of oven, which is what I'll be using to teach all through Bake Reno Academy. Bake Reno Academy, I'm not going to use the deck oven or convection oven. I'm going to use the oven in my kitchen so that you don't have excuse. You don't say my cake is nicer because I use convection oven, or her cake is looks better because it's a deck oven. I might use the oven in your kitchen. You get it now. Heat can be a very serious problem. It can be the reason when you have excess heat, when your oven is too hot. It's true. Okay, I'm looking at it. There is a point I'm looking for that none of you have mentioned. Okay. Number two, if you use low quality vinegar in your buttermilk, instead of using a low quality in class, I'm actually going to show you the vinegar I've used for 23 years. It hasn't failed one day. They did not pay me. It's not a paid ad, but it's a class where I want to share my life with you, my journey. So I'm going to show you products that I use. Good thing is, I tell my people all the time, it does not have to be complex to be good. You just need to identify the right ingredients. When your ingredients are of low quality, especially what is it called, vinegar, your cake will separate. Another thing is the coloring you use. If it is not good, your cake will separate. All right. Once the vinegar is okay, the color is okay, your recipe is okay. There is in class, I'm going to give you two different variations of red velvet, the oil based and then the butter based. The butter based is the one I use when I need to make cake for red velvet for weddings. I need to make red velvet, and I know I'm not going to use ganache to frost it before fondant. I will use the butter based. I call it the no fail red velvet recipe. Trust me, it's in your class. It's in Bake Reno. It's in Bake Reno Academy. But once you have a separated cake, these are the diagnoses, right? Now let's pick another one. Let's say a very common problem. Let's say I ask you to make a vanilla cake, all right? And the center sinks. We call it in the class, we say your cake fell. When the center sinks, what do you think is the diagnosis? I'm listening. Oh, yeah, type. All right. Good. When you open your oven before your cake forms, it will fall. Number two, if your oven does not have the right temperature, the temperature is lower than required temperature, it will break. Abi? Number three, if you have too much liquid, as good as eggs is, have you ever baked a cake with excess eggs? You will hate it. Have you ever baked with excess milk? You will throw it away. Because one, it will not come out as fluffy cake. It will not come out as spongy and bouncy. The cake will come out dense, heavy. Are we on the same page now? The third diagnosis, the third thing I want you to think about very well is this. You made a fondant cake, a very gorgeous birthday cake or beautiful wedding cake, and just the following day, it's sweating. We call it bleeding. We say the cake is bleeding. Your fondant is suddenly bleeding. What do you do? What do you think happened to your fondant? Oh yeah, diagonise. Let me hear you. We are learning, right? We are learning. Diagonise, then I'll tell you how to address that. I'm listening. Too much water. Mbano. No. If your recipe is right, you shouldn't have too much water in fondant. All right. I'm going to show you 5 ways of making fondant. Making fondant with gelatin, making fondant with egg white, and making fondant with marshmallow. I'm going to teach you in class. I'm also going to show you my all weather. If you are in a temperate region like Nigeria, I'm going to give you a recipe that is useful across the year, be it Harmattan period, raining season, whether you live up north in Kaduna, in Kano, in Abuja, where Harmattan can be severe. I'm going to tell you what to do to keep your fondant, pliable and fresh. No elephant skins, no. I'm reading. Type now. What's oh yeah, type. I want to see what you think is wrong when your fondant sweats. What do you think is wrong when your fondant sweats? One, okay, yeah. When there is a lot of humidity in the air, no matter how good your recipe is, if there is too much humidity, if you live in places like Lagos, like Bayelsa, like Port Harcourt, like Warri Delta, like Benin, Akwa Ibom, you see all those regions, that are on the coastal line, you will have that experience at some point. in the year. In Port Harcourt, I lived in Port Harcourt for 18 years of my adult life, and I work in Port Harcourt. One thing is, Port Harcourt has no rainy season. It's gonna rain whenever it wants to rain. That's rained on the 1st of January before, on the 25th of December. Port Harcourt no get rainy season. How many people are from Port Harcourt here? Oh, exactly. My people, how far now? Peter, how na Siam? Okay, Lagos don't carry on a sister. Abi, but this is what I'm saying to you. One, when there is a lot of humidity in the air. That's one. Number two, when your recipe is fundamentally wrong. That's why I said in Bakepreneur Academy, I'm giving you a wide range of recipe so that you can. I always tell my students, I've taught over 18,000, online. And I tell them, when I teach you a topic, you are taught. Like I don't teach you a topic and you go back to start looking for another teacher in that field. So I'm going to give you enough resources to make you a boss. You get. And finally, if you have that kind of problem, and this is not luxury. If you are a mainstream baker like myself, you need the air conditioner in anywhere in your studio, in your room. I don't care where it is, where you can move the cakes to. Once there is humidity like that, it happens to fondant, it happens with royal icing. When there is a lot of humidity in the air, please look for air conditioner. All right, are we on the same page? Are you enjoying the class? Give me a heart. We just finished the diagnosis segments of my teaching, but I want you to know one thing. Being able to diagnose a cake problem is one part of becoming a better baker. Like I said to my people, it's the difference between you that sat under a tutelage and the person that learns from YouTube or roadside is that you know what you are doing. You know the problem that can arise and you know how to sort them. For example, you have a pack of whipped cream in your fridge and then you need to bake. And then there's no light, and it's night, and you just need a 200-gram butter, and you have a whipped cream in your fridge. Maybe there's nowhere else to buy butter. As a good baker, you know that from the whipped cream in the fridge, you can get butter and you can get buttermilk. That is the essence of training, all right? And as good as that is, it is just one part of becoming an exceptional baker. But if you want to make money from baking, there are other things you must understand. And that is the whole concept of Bakepreneur Academy. In Bakepreneur Academy, I will talk about the skill. I will talk about mastery. I will talk about range. I will talk about economy. And I'm going to talk about acquisition. Don't assume you understand what I'm saying. I will talk about acquisition and I will talk about repeatability. Now, I'll break it down a little. Now, then, in class, that's the structure, the whole framework that Bakepreneur Academy is built on. Skill, mastery, range, economy, acquisition, and repeatability. Skill, can I produce this product? That's the basis of what we are teaching. Okay? Your skill set. How good am I? My friend, we always say, the look of a cake attracts the customer, but it's the content of the cake that keeps the customers coming back. You understand? Meaning both are very, very important. If you know how to decorate cake and it looks beautiful, but the content is like Port Harcourt moi moi, that type they sell at Agri Road. I didn't they? That's why one reason why customers can buy from you once and they will not want to come back. Don't worry. In Bakepreneur Academy, I have over 60 pain points that we are going to be talking about. You understand? Like, why is it that I struggle and my customers come once and they don't return? Why is it that I can bake from now January to December and I can't see profit? Why is it that it's only my aunties and uncles and cousins that buy from me? That's why they price you nonsense. Yes, they price you like granuts. Why? Because they know if they don't buy, you don't have a choice. You understand? That is one of the problems I will solve by the grace of Chineke God. Your skill set. Can I produce the product? And then number two, we will talk about mastery. Do I understand what I am doing? Can I identify my problems? If I run into a problem, can I identify it? Can I fix the problem? And you see, we did before this section, we have a diagnosis time. When somebody gives me a cake, okay, some time ago I bought a friend came back from Germany with a cake. I'm going to teach that particular cake in this class. It's funny. I thought that I would teach you because it's sentimental to me. You understand? She bought the cake from Germany. It's not a souffle. It's a sponge cake that has a very funny structure. Very soft, very nice, very tasty, very voluminous. A little bit will give you so much. And she was like, Chef, I know you with building recipes. And I won't mention her establishment. She's one of the big shots in Lagos. Like, she does ready to bake cakes. And she said, I like this cake. I want my outlet to sell it. Can you help me come up with a recipe? It took me 3 months to come up with. But the recipe is my alt. I allow her use it for 5 years because she paid good money before I started teaching it. But the recipe remained one of my all-time best in 23 years. Oh, okay. I recorded that recipe first for outsiders like 8 years ago, and it has done millions just selling the recipe. And I am teaching that recipe alone. If I'm giving you that recipe alone, it's 20,000 naira. But it's part of Investment Academy so that you will appreciate what I'm doing for you. It's a give back class, really. It's a give back class, and I want you to sit back and enjoy it. Okay, still talking about mastery. I ate the cake, kept it in my fridge. I microwaved it. I ate it warm. I ate it room temperature. I ate it cold. And because I am a master at what I do, I was able to sit down. It took me 3 months to get it exactly. Same taste, same flavor, same everything. But guess what? When we got there, she was like, wow, that is what mastery look like. You understand? The next thing I will talk about is range. When I say range, like product range, how vast is your knowledge? Can I confidently handle different products, different flavors, different designs, and different orders at different times? That's what I'm building you for in Bakepreneur Academy. I don't want you to be that baker that can only handle cream cakes. I don't want you to be that baker that can only do fondant cake. I want you to be able to do buttercream cake. You're at home with it. I want you to be able to handle whipped cream cakes. I want you to be able to handle fondant cakes. If a wedding cake order comes, I don't want it to give you fever again. Yeah, you thought I did not know. I know some of you that will still have wedding cake order and panic will set in immediately. And now you pray for the order. You prayed for the order. Now the order don't come. You the sweat from your armpits. You know what causes that panic? Incompetence. Don't forget that's where I'm coming from. That is what I want to erase. I want to completely take that out of you so that whatever product, your knowledge is spread across. If it is a buttercream cake, a wedding cake, whatever type of cake, for whatever occasion, you stand, you gallant. You understand? Now, in Bakepreneur Academy, we will talk about economics. I tell people all the time, you see passion where no produce money. Now, frustration in the bringo. I am passionate, but you don't have cash flow. Your income is dwindling like NEPA lights in my community. You get a job today. Another one is you don't know. You actually don't know when next. So there is a problem. In Okonda economics, I will be talking to you on the matter of costs, which is very important. See, there is a prevalent problem. If I coach 10 bakers, 9 out of them come out with this problem. And once we solve it, their business take off. Costing. What do I charge for? Do you know exactly for an 8 inches vanilla cake that is 2 inches high, how much it takes you to produce it? Do I know what to charge? If my total cost come for any cake, for example, come to 23,500, what is safe to charge for that cake? And I will not be shooting myself in the ankle. Do I know if I am actually making profit? I'm going to show you a very simple way I've seen so many, calculate your profit times your cost by 3. Okay, some even came up with whatever for you, ledger. They say, put this and put it. And by the time you do all of that, you look at yourself, your customers can't afford what the books say you should charge. And then you are going from baker to baker page, looking at what they are charging. I want you to be a master of your own economy, of when you know your figures, your business change. I am Chef Liana. I have 23 years of experience. I am in Lekki, Lagos. If I am selling an 8 inches cake for that's 3 layers or 4 layer 8 inches cake for 95,000, and my margin is 35,000 naira, you understand? My margin is 30% or 25%. If you want to sell at that my 95,000, you may not get one customer in 1 year. And I will tell you some of my variables. Here, my butter is 50%, my margarine is 50%. One tablet of butter that is 250 grams or 200 grams is 8,000 naira. Margarine, 1 kilogram is 5,000 naira. In fact, if you are buying in carton and in what is it called, you will get it for less than that. In buckets, you will get it for less than that. So if you are baking with margarine and I am baking with butter, our costs will be different. If you come to my page to pick my price, and you effect that in your business, it will hurt you because it will drive your customers away. We don't serve the same kind of people. You understand? So, what I'm saying is, in Bakepreneur Academy, I will be big on your profit calculation, because that is why people come into baking business and go out every time. They say no money, no day cake. Now, some of us don't carry cake, build our send children go university. But you must be willing to learn what we did and apply it. And in this Bakepreneur Academy, I'll be very down to earth with you. Oh no, I'm going to lay it there. So that after now, you will never be in that position again. Number 5, acquisition. Whatever that means to you. I'm sure you will think you understand it, but I'm going to explain it to you. Can I get customers who are not my neighbors? They are not some of you, oh Jesus. Some of you are still baking cake and giving it to aunties and uncles to taste for you for free so that they can recommend. Let me disappoint you profoundly. They will not. Oh, they are not going to recommend you. You know the people they will recommend to you? The people that have no money. Their friend that the fiancé, to get money, then they structure. My sister daughter they bake. Oh. That's what you put up for. Can I get customers who do not already know me? How can I get strangers to patronize me? How can I acquire customers consistently? How can I consistently generate lead? Another thing I will tell you in this class is, if I check your phone now, they look me like this. I say, make I use my church mind, check your phone. You have over 4,000 naira WhatsApp, 4,000 WhatsApp contacts. You see, now money in my head. I say 4,000 naira. You have over 4,000 contacts. Some of us have over 10,000 contacts. How do I convert all my network to my buying customers? That's what I want you. That's what I want you to work on. That's what I will work on with you in Bakepreneur Academy. See, anywhere where I go, all I see is customers. And I am not the kind of baker who you patronize once and will not come. Even this class where you don't join, so you don't turn my friend. You will follow me on social media. You will see my free classes. You will pay for my paid classes. Some of you, I'm going to mentor you until I see you become an industry giant. Because some of us don't really have another plan. You have put in everything you have into baking, and it's just not answering for you. Can you allow me help you? Just reply. Let me know. Say help in the comment section. If you want, send me SOS. Type SOS. Make I know say you need me. All right. And finally, in Bakepreneur Academy, I'll be talking about repeatability. Can I turn customers into repeated buyers and referrers? Most people are trying to build a baking business. Why only working on number 1, which is skill? That's why you have bought all the recipe. This one recipe class, that one recipe class. I've given you 6 stages of building a solid baking business. This is 23 years of experience talking. This woman has cried some nights. So some of these things I'm telling you, it took sweat and blood to acquire them. But I brought it to you. I'm bringing it to you so that as a coach, you can stand on my shoulders to survey the horizon. Like the things that inhibited me, that made me cry, they shouldn't make you cry. I just want to help you build a solid business. Are you in love with me already? Give me hearts. You know I'm a teacher. Let me give you an assignment. And this assignment, I want you to submit it in class. Submit it on our WhatsApp group. And then in Bakepreneur Academy, I'm going to visit this particular question I am giving you, this particular assignment. All right. Now, make a 7 inches cake, 7 inches triple delight cake, with 500 gram vanilla cake recipe. Same vanilla cake, but 3 layers of 7 inches. Calculate your cost. Tell me what your selling price is. How much do you sell it? Now, calculate your cost price for me. I want to see things like your consumable. That's your ingredients, consumables. What is your overhead? What is the cost of packaging? What is the cost of delivery? What are the other costs you charge? Do you understand? I want to see it. I want to do the assignment, drop it in class for me, and bring it along to Bakepreneur, because I will answer this question exactly in Bakepreneur Academy. Do you understand? Now, the point I'm driving at is revenue is not the same as profit. Revenue is not the same as profit. That I sell a cake for 65,000 naira does not mean I have 65,000 naira. You understand the difference? That you have another for 1.2 million. Your sales is 1.2 million. Your bottom line is not. Do we get it now? That's where I'm going. I don't want you to forget what we're talking about in Bakepreneur Academy. Now, I have told you that your skill is not enough to build a sustainable business. Now, I talked about range. What that is what happened when someone asks you to make something you have never made before. For example, a castle cake, a novelty cake. Maybe somebody wants you to replicate a sport car, and you know the car is small, but you're going to have to bake some, sizes of cake to be able to carve and achieve that. How do you cost for it? All right. What happened when your ingredient price increase? What do you do? Economics. What happened when your friends stop being your buyer? For every one customer that comes your way, make sure they come back with four. I will teach you the strategy. It's something I will ask you to do. In fact, I will show you how to get your first four customers this week that we are entering into. All right. All right. What happens when you want your customers to continue to come back, or you want them to not only continue to come back, you want them to refer you to others? How do you make that happen? Now, this is what Bakepreneur Academy. I've given you the framework, the sixth framework Bakepreneur Academy is built on. It's a one-stop solution, not only for your skill, but for the whole range, so that you are a holistic baker, a total business person. You are a baker that is an entrepreneur, bakepreneur. You get it? I'm sure you are longing to be in class now, and all this class, all these things I've talked about, put together for 12 weeks. On skill alone, I'm going to be teaching you over 50 recipes of different across board. Don't forget, I want to increase the range of products you can produce, right? So, and we're going to be taking on different kind of projects like wedding cake, a lot. So, apart from the skill and mastery, you understand, we have talked about the framework we are building on. Don't let me overflog it. What's when is this class starting? It's starting very, very soon. Very soon on August 27th. This class is starting on August 27th, and it's structured in such a way that every week you get a bit of these six different levels of teaching. Bakepreneur Academy came as a result of my teachings. It came because teaching people for this long online, I've been able to spot the problems. I've been able to bring all of them together and design a system that we address it all in one place. An industry ecosystem. I'm teaching you skill. I'm teaching you how to market the skill. I'm teaching you how to structure the business. Every week as you come to class, you will have a little of all this. You understand? And Bakepreneur, the course outline, I will drop it in the WhatsApp group right now. The fee is 50,000 naira. 50,000 naira. Clap for me now. 50,000 naira. When my 5 days class is 350K. It's just a give back class, and I really, really want to get to meet a lot of you, and help you. I want you to be able to remember Shefiana for something. It's 50,000 naira, and it gets better. Now, if you are paying today, as we are talking now, between now the next 24 hours, before the end of this week, my manager is winking, but let me say between today is Friday, between today and Sunday evening, if you make payment, you will pay 30,000 naira. After this week, after this Saturday, Sunday, it will go. I will just give you the link to Seller where you will make payment, and you will see that the class is 50,000 naira on Seller. Now, because I have very big heart, and I am thinking about when I was like you, looking and thirsty for knowledge, and I didn't have so much in my hand. What if you say, Chef, I don't have all the 30,000 naira now, but I want to book a slot. I don't want, pass me not, oh gentle savior. I want to book a slot. I want to be part of the 30K. But what I have with me is 20,000, is 15,000. But in the next 1 week, I'm going to be able to complete it. I created something for you. In our WhatsApp group, I'm going to drop a number. You are going to reach out to that number and then make your payment. It will give you the account. You will make your payment. It will take your name, and you will tell him when you will pay the balance next week. All right. So once you are able to do that too, you retain the slot for the 30,000. But if you don't pay by Sunday, you are going to have to pay 50,000 naira for it. Do you understand this now? So, Bakepreneur Academy is a 12 module, 12 weeks class. We're starting in August. It will end in November, just on time for Christmas orders. You see what I do there? You see the calculation? I want you to be able to make Christmas orders That is why I put the class at this time, so that this year, as other people they count money, other people they do banana bread, other people they sell cakes, other people they sell what do you call it now, cake slices. I'm sure we have cake slices and dessert class in Bake Preno. Go back to the PDF, to course outline, and look at what we are set out to teach you for 50,000. Can I get hearts? Can you just give me hearts? Like, do you love me? Do you really, really love me? I can't wait to be with you in class. Now, let's go back to our WhatsApp group where I will drop the account details for the 30,000 naira now. And then when you pay it, you send your proof directly to the number I will put there. And then he will send you a link directly to Bakepreneur General Class. Okay? My name is Chef Liana once again. It's been a nice time talking with you these 3 days. Oh, and I'm sure you have learned one or two things. I can't wait to see you in Bakepreneur Academy. Make sure that you are following me now on TikTok, on Facebook, on Instagram. Follow me. You will gain a lot. All right? 23 years of experience, no be beans. And let me say this funny story before we go. I started this business with 1,500 in the year of our Lord Jesus Christ, 2003. Yes. So you see that the person talking to you is the right person to talk to you, because by the grace of God, I've got the results. All right? So I'll see you in class shortly. Bye.